Okay, let's pick up where we left off talking about the middle colonies. Today we're going to talk about New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Delaware. So, not long after the English divided New Netherland, the Duke of York gave New Jersey and part of New York to John Berkeley and George Carteret. So, the Duke of York gave New Jersey and part of New York to John Berkeley and George Carteret. The two offered to sell the land at low prices to anyone in England willing to settle in North America. Hold on, I'm going to shift this a little because I write at a slant, and that will be easier for me. Okay. The offer attracted many settlers to New Jersey. Among them were numerous members of the Society of Friends, a religious group known as the Quakers. In 1674, a group of Quakers led by Edward Byllinge bought Berkeley's share of New Jersey. They started the first colony in North America, founded by the Quakers. The Quakers believe that all people are equal and basically good. Oh, I think I want to be them. Believe that all people are equal and basically good. Because they think that violence is always wrong, they refuse to carry guns or fight. They also believe in solving all problems peacefully. In England, Quakers are often treated poorly because of their belief, particularly their refusal to fight for the king. In New Jersey, they hope to find a refuge or a safe place where they could live and worship as they pleased. So it says, why do many Quakers refuse to fight for the English king? Right? They believe that violence is always wrong, no matter what. So they wouldn't even fight for their king. But they believe that people are good. So that's kind of nice. All right, let's talk Pennsylvania and Delaware. While New Jersey was being sold to groups of Quakers, King Charles II gave a charter to William Penn, who had become a Quaker. The charter made Penn the proprietor or owner of what is now Pennsylvania. The English king granted him this region because the king owed a debt to Penn's father. Penn wanted to call his new colony Sylvania, which means woods. King Charles asked that the land be named Pennsylvania, so Penn's Woods. The new name, which means Penn's Wood, honored William's father. Before coming to Pennsylvania, William Penn planned his colony's government. In 1682, he wrote a document called the Frame of Government of Pennsylvania. It provided for a legislature called the General Assembly to make laws for the colony. Penn's frame of government also provided the citizens of Pennsylvania to have freedom of speech, freedom of worship, and trial by jury. Ooh. Trial by jury guarantees a person accused of breaking the law the right to be tried by a jury of fellow citizens. When Penn arrived in Pennsylvania, he met with many of the leaders of local Delaware Indian tribes. He paid them for most of the land King Charles had given them. Aww. Legend says that Penn and Tamanend, a chief of the Delaware people, exchanged wampum belts as a sign of friendship. Indian leaders came to respect Penn and believed he was their friend. Penn had said, "Let them have justice, and you win them." Penn also ensured that his colonists were ruled with justice, or fairness. Penn also became the owner of what is now Delaware. The colonists in Delaware asked for their own General Assembly. Penn granted it to them. The first Delaware General Assembly met in 1704. Wow. William Penn sounds like a cool guy. Pretty sure I'm pretty glad to be a Pennsylvanian. All right, let's check out the study guide that goes with this. Hopefully it will all be how great William Penn is. Blank started the first colony in New Jersey. They're called Quakers. Maybe my new favorite people. Since Quakers believed all people were basically good and violence was always wrong, they refused to do what? They refused to fight, to carry guns, and we know that they also refused to bow to the king. But that's from our other source. They hoped to find a safe place or refuge in New Jersey where they could worship and live as they pleased. Pennsylvania and Delaware. Whew. King Charles II gave a charter to a Quaker named William Penn, who became the proprietor or owner of Pennsylvania. Penn wanted his new colony to call his new colony Sylvania, just Sylvania. But King Charles wanted the land to be called Pennsylvania. Which means Penn's Woods, in honor of William Penn's father. What was the name of William Penn's plan of government? He called it the Frame of Government of Pennsylvania. And what four things did it provide? It provided freedom of speech, freedom of worship, trial by jury, and a general assembly to make laws. Trial by jury guarantees that a person accused of breaking the law will be tried by a jury of fellow citizens. This is what we still have today. Penn made sure all his colonists in PA were ruled with fairness or justice, right? He said, give them justice, and you will win them. Okay, let's see what the Duke of York is up to, giving his personal friends New Jersey. The story of how the colony of New Jersey began starts with its neighbor colony of New York. At the time, the English took New York from the Dutch. The Duke of York rewarded two faithful friends and supporters by giving them New Jersey. His friends, Lord Berkeley and Sir George Carteret, had defended the English island of Jersey for the king. So the Duke of York named the new land grant New Jersey. The eastern shore of this New Jersey territory was settled largely by a group of religious people called Congregationalists. The western side was sold to another group of religious people called the Quakers. This led to the dividing of the colony into East and West Jersey. The settlers in West Jersey developed large plantations, while in East Jersey, the land holdings were smaller, as in New England. In an effort to unite East and West Jersey, they were taken over and combined into one royal colony in 1702. Wow, things I didn't know about New Jersey. So, let's start with the easy questions. True or false, the Dutch took New York from the English? Well, we know this is false because the English took New Jersey from the Dutch. New York was named New Amsterdam when the Dutch had it. We know that's true. And the Duke of York gave New Jersey to two of his friends. Also true. New Jersey was settled by religious groups of the name Congregationalists and Puritans. Nope, the Puritans were in New England. Puritans and Quakers. Nope, the Puritans were in New England. So Quakers and Congregationalists. Quakers were mostly farmers, shipbuilders, or fishermen. I'm assuming it's farmers. They don't really say. And New Jersey was divided into two parts called East and West Jersey. A religious group founded by George Fox who called themselves Friends. We know from the text that Friends are Quakers. A religious group formed from the belief that each congregation is independent. Oh, that must be Congregationalists. I'm out of space. And a large place that is planted and cultivated to grow crops for the market. This is a plantation. A colony that's directly responsible to the king is a royal colony. Huh. New Jersey. Who knew they had such glorious history? All right. See you tomorrow.